Hey there, it's Michael from the album show here, and I want to do something a little bit different today. Rather than just kind of promote a show blatantly, I want to just talk a little bit about one of our shows. We've got a show this Friday night at Avoca Beach Theatre playing our West Coast 70's show. And this is an interesting show for us, this one, in that it's been one of our most enduring shows. I think we've been running it now for about 6 years. It's one of our first shows with the album show. It's also one of our shows that is often the most misunderstood. One of the things that is interesting when you're trying to sell and market a show is you need to make it so that people know exactly what the show is. Now, to us, as music fans, we know what the West Coast 70's of America show is all about. But for some people, I think that they don't really understand exactly what it is. The reason this is one of our favourite shows and one of our most enduring shows is because the set list is incredible. I mean, we're talking about the West Coast 70's sound of America. You're talking about Joni Mitchell, Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young, Linda Ronstadt, the Eagles, Jackson Browne, Doobie Brothers, James Taylor, Carly Simon, Warren Zevon, Jackson Browne. But it's not only about playing kind of great songs from all those people. It's about kind of talking about the relationships between these people and seeing how entwined they were, and the history before that. Even, you know, when you think about people like Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young, you know, the history behind those guys. We're talking about the idea of David Crosby was in the Byrds in the 60s, and Graham Nash was in the Hollies, and Stephen Stills and Neil Young were in Buffalo Springfield, and how that became this kind of semi-acoustic, almost country rock sort of thing that was at the beginning of this California sound, and how, you know, the Eagles evolved from where they were and how they were Linda Ronstadt's backing band, and we see how that all came together. So this show is an important show to us because it covers such a wide amount of great material, but also we get to see the relationships between these artists and how they evolved and how they created this body of work that became probably the most important body of work since the British invasion in the 60s, and the fact that there was just this thing that even now, 50 years later, is so heavily emulated. You can tell by the amount of people who are out there doing shows that are kind of similar to this. And we certainly love this show so much, and we've loved playing it, and we play it really well. And we hope that you will come and see this show while we're still doing it. And like I said, it's our West Coast 70's show, and we're playing it this Friday night at Avoca Beach Theatre. There's a few tickets left, and it's always a lot of fun. Might see you there.